Coming up on today's episode, a very special victory for the students is dedicated to one of their own.
I managed to score. That goal is a dedication. Kutongotenda team because we did fight. Kuti masupporter edu ozviona kuti we did play for them.
Full focus turns onto one of the students' most thrilling fixtures on the calendar.
We're all motivated to win because we won against them the first round, so obviously everyone is high spirits, they're not panicking, everyone is confident, so our mood is high.
The Herentals Queens plot another match day on the road.
Ndine faith yekuti tinoramba tiri pamusoro ende tichadzirowa kudzirowa tichadzirowa zvedu tiri kudzirowa ende tiri kudzigadzirira kudzirowa kudzizvambura ende next year tiri kuenda kukafu zviri automatic.
And on the spotlight today, superfan Onismas Border Chirenga gets in the frame and gives us a peek into his life as a Herentals Football Club supporter. This is the Herentals Football Show. After a highly charged league and cup campaign last season, Vavamburi entered the new season full of expectations with a realistic target for a top 4 finish. An early start into the season showed inconsistent signs and was riddled with errors, but once they settled into the second half of the season, the students clicked into gear and a transformation came over the club. They headed into matchday 23, inching ever closer to a top 4 slot. Their opponents on the day were basement club Black Rhinos, who are seeming a sure favourite for the chop come the end of the season as they sit bottom of the log standings after 23 games. The last meeting between the two teams was a goalless draw away at Mandava Stadium. Herentals headed into the match on the back of a 1-0 loss to ZPC Kariba, and a deep-seated sadness spread across the Herentals family due to tragic events. It was very important to keep the focus on the match. The students' board's proceedings from there on and ended a second goal through Stanley Murove to set the students 2 goals up, a special moment which was celebrated to honor the memory of a Herentals fan who perished in a road accident. It was all smiles at the break in a match which eventually ended 2-1 in favor of the students as they quickly bounced back to winning ways to set the tempo for the coming week. We take a look at the highlights.
It was the most important thing to bounce back. We dedicate this win to our fans who got involved in an accident last week. Put a very true Kariba. We were not at peace since then, so we dedicate this win to them. It's very difficult, after a defeat and come to grab a win. It's not very easy. It's very difficult. But we have managed that. This is very important going forward for the team. And thanks to the goals from Edgar Mung, former Rhinos player, and also Stanley Murove. We also a former Rhinos. We loaned him to last season and he returned with such a performance to give us the win today. Positive for us, and we look forward that we continue chasing for points in the upcoming games. When you plan for games, there are specific players that you look forward to, that will carry the team. And this is what is happening with us.
The win was a good way to revive the season's ambitions, and the team was pleased to wrap up 3 points in tribute to one of their own.
inaugurate this new premises or this new building, we are embarking on a new journey, all my fellow students. Herentals has been there providing quality education to us all students. As we know, we are celebrating our Silver Jubilee. This has shown a significance that Herentals has made 25 years of providing quality education. That's why it is still in running. We want to thank you all that have worked hard for the past 25 years to provide this education that we did not expect. We thank you.
Parents, guardians, teachers, and all my fellow students.
My name is Lindsay Nota, and they are my colleagues.
My name is Pilania Matsmanga.
My name is Nadine Mandel.
We are all grade 5 learners. We are here to recite our poem titled, Who Am I?
Tears of joy running down my cheeks. Oh wait, I can't believe my eyes. Welcome to Herentals, where we rise, and rise. Take a sip from a pool, you won't think twice.
Just about 2 decades ago, just a little girl, I was so little in the eyes of many. But look at me now, 25 is the story.
Here am I, celebrating Silver Jubilee, 25 years of progress and prosperity. Knowledge and wisdom lingers in my veins. Come join me and let us rise.
Oh, dear friends, dear parents, dear Zimbabwe, with Herentals, we rise and rise and rise.
May we kindly move towards that area written reception there where there's the ribbon. May you kindly move towards that. Our SMC, our regional heads, may we join them. Our heads, may we join. Our teachers, may we join. Also our parents, our esteemed parents, may you also join and witness the official opening of Herentals Private School in Hatfield.
Champions believe in themselves.
Tinowane kutenda kwakanyanyisa chaizvo kune Herentals group of schools. Tisingakanganwi our revered scholar, our hero, Professor I.D. Benza, for leading a team that has been able to get us this far. Tinostenda, we don't take anything here for granted. We don't take anything for granted. Tichakuremembai pane zvose. Tichafamba tese kosvika tisvike patinosvika. Tichivhura masenders all over.
The birth of Herentals Hatfield as a new branch is indeed a materialization, a fulfillment of our vision for 2023, that is celebration, construction, and growth. And indeed, the birth of this center today is a testimony of the fulfillment of that theme. We are indeed very grateful to our partners in business, FBC Bank, for their presence and that partnership which has seen the birth of this center today.
I feel like I've got a word for somebody. Life, just as we all know it, is full of emotions.
Please, Papa.
Hakuna kana game one, where in 90 minutes you can be able to fully express yourself like football.
Chance, and it's a goal! Nice! Oh, it was spectacular.
If our favorite player scores, hi boy, congratulations! But if they miss, I'll get that to shame. If the referee makes a very bad decision, we are so disheartened. If our team loses, I could go on and on and on and on. But simply put, football is 90 minutes of pure emotion.
Let your emotions run wild with the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. Bora Redu, live on ZTN Prime.
Matches between Herentals College and FC Platinum have become one of the spiciest encounters on the calendar. An unlikely rivalry between the dominant force of Zimbabwean football the past 4 seasons and the unpredictable students has become the stuff of legends. In their last 5 clashes, the two sides have shared 2 wins each and a draw apiece, with Vamburi carrying the bragging rights in recent encounters. The students have worn their tag as party spoilers to perfection, picking up from where they left last season to hand a heavy blow to FC Platinum in the first half of the season. A breakaway goal from Tino Tenda Benza on matchday 7 at the National Sports Stadium handed FC Platinum their second defeat of the season in a match which was filled with explosive action and touchline skirmishes. The hero from that match also happens to be the season's leading scorer in the team, and he gave us his thoughts.
I'm not really under any pressure because some games you do score, some you don't. So I'm not under pressure of scoring, but what I could be under pressure of is winning. Definitely, they're ahead with 2 points actually. So we're definitely going for the win so that we go ahead of them and start progressing from there. Because once we win, it's going to be a good journey for us. I think it will. Plus, it's also their home ground and was now our home ground, so it's going to be a big derby. We're all motivated to win because we won against them the first round, so obviously everyone is high spirits, they're not panicking, everyone is confident, so our mood is high. They're probably on their back foot right now training, so we're good. I think they have a very good pitch. When chances come, you just take them, you know. Some pitches are a bit rough in Zimbabwe, but Mandawa is really good.
As the two teams geared for their second league meeting of the season, the players weighed in on the fixture and the unlikely rivalry developing between them.
Yeah, it will be 100% advantage.
Yeah, of course. There's demand of it's not gonna pressure because it's total about the difference is you know what you're but it is total. So to tell you go to the result to on my supporters. My supporters are through the performance in during my games that I have to for me at team at 70 big team is a team strong as Abuja, which is it is so going there for a win or a draw at least. That I would want to have 3 points or 8 points. They won't do any pressure. I wouldn't pressure. because kunoku already takacollecta 3 points saka wada kuti ikoko vantasei vatoro 3 points but isusu tiri kuendawo titori nementality yekunoti weare going to collect 3 points kana zvazoomesesa going for a point tai-approach games kuti tirongoendawo mbona patakazoita break taumana mateams we are respecting them and so let's change our attitude and start winning games and let's work hard because hapana chinouya that is let's try everyone put extra effort and taona kuti zvakatanga kuti batsira because everyone is putting 120% effort including our coaches because background vanga vakutibatsirawo effort yavo yavaramba ichikwirawo then maplayers responded very very well then takatanga kugreba maresults
izvo zvichakurudzira kuti zvitosimudza pamoyo because sezvo chimuona achindiinspire nezvaanenge achiita chandishuvira kwaari ndichange ndichisimudza ndione ndinomechana naye panguva iyo because isusu tichida kutarisiro draw kana kuti win ndozvimapoints atiri kutarisira panguva iyo because ivo vane pressure yekuti kunoku takanhonga nyama uko wakuda kutarisa kuti vari pahomba tese tiri pahomba because iground vatagara tikushandisa ndoground yatikushandisa isusu saka ivo vane advantage isina advantage.
Avi Mataranyika, who scored the goal that gave the students a lifeline in the Chibuku Super Cup last season, believes that Herentals College have come of age, and though he respects the champions, he is far from being intimidated by them.
Pressure is depending on the type of game and type of play tonight, but atina pressure. You are under pressure. This is taken from down. Because it's so to travel and it's a chance for us to race. And it's a 2 big team, 3 small team. It's a good game for us. It's not under pressure. You don't want the pressure because any result. Say the Israel win at but
after enjoying a kickabout with his team, Coach Kumbere Mutweguzwa took some time to add his thoughts on the upcoming clash with a lot of objectivity as they face a team that is also starting to slowly make their way up.
Yeah, I would look at that or reflect back to that period whereby when the season was in its early stage. That was the infant stage, whereby you will be building. When you are building, it doesn't easily come the way you want. But with time, we started to gel as a team, and it's now what is coming up, or that is what we are reaping as a result of the generation stage that we have been in the early season. Now they are now together, they now know one another, they know everything, so they are ready to compete and they are giving best competition as a result of that. To tell you the truth, I don't want to say that we are in the title race. We just have to give ourselves the mind that we are in the top 4 fight for finish rather than to think of the title race. This is our target from the beginning of the stage, the top 4 finish. This is what we have been trying to fight. I don't want to think about the title race at the moment. I have to concentrate and give them the message that we have to achieve the top 4. This is what we are aiming for. We have got nothing much to think about in terms of the title. The title will come to us, will be a bonus, but the top 4 is the best that we want.
The students have shaken off an uncertain start to the season and head into match day 24 with some reflections and expectations to be managed.
Yeah, I would look at that or reflect back to that period whereby when the season was in its early stage. That was the infant stage, whereby you will be building. When you are building, it doesn't easily come the way you want. But with time, we started to gel as a team, and it's now what is coming up, or that is what we are reaping as a result of the generation stage that we have been in the early season. Now they are now together, they now know one another, they know everything, so they are ready to compete, and they are giving best competition as a result of that. To tell you the truth, I don't want to say that we are in the title race. We just have to give ourselves the mind that we are in the top 4, fight for finish, rather than to think of the title race. This is our target from the beginning of the stage, the top 4 finish. This is what we have been trying to fight. I don't want to think about the title race at the moment. I have to concentrate and give them the message that we have to achieve the top 4. This is what we are aiming for. We have got nothing much to think about in terms of the title. The title will come to us, will be a bonus, but the top 4 is the best that we want.
The Herentals Queens are heading into their busiest part of the season as the title run-in continues, with at least 4 teams in contention for the title. Last week, the Queens were in action against MSU Queens and managed a narrow 1-0 victory at home to stay undefeated this season. This week, a trip away to Guruwe called for action against Conjute Academy, and the defending champions plotted their next move.
Semaplayers vatoudzana achita ma-preparations kana tichienda kugame ngatisa underrate whether vaEquinlos K or iwa team big team or team diki ngatingoendei kugame chitamba bhora redu ndo zvatoencourage nawo chitaurawo zvimwe zvokuti kana tasvika emastrikers togoisawo bhora madefenders tomakawo mastrikers mamidfielders toita basa redu. Hatiende tikatarisa kuti tiuenda kutamba netimu ipi kana kuti ipi, totoenda tikatoencourage kuti guys hande toita zvatikufambira.
Pressure hatina edu, but vari kumashure kwedu I think ndo vane pressure because last year tiri ma-defending champions, so vanenge vane pressure yekuti tikufanira kuita sei kuenda pamusoro pedu, but isusu pressure hatina, titori bhoti takatodaro. Masupporters edu zvaari kufanira kutarisira iwin, because tichitarisawo first round patakatamba nayo yakambotidzvanyirirayo, but zvoni totongoziva kuti zvoni tozongoigohwisa. Iwin yafanira kutarisira masupporters.
Saka ndine faith yekuti tinoramba tiri pamusoro ende tichadzirowa. Kudzirowa tichadzirowa zvedu, tiri kudzirowa ende tiri kudzigadzirira kudzirowa kudzizvambura, ende next year tiri kuenda kukafu zviri automatic. Tiri kupedza tiri pamusoro pa1 ipapo. Tinozama mamwe mateams iwaya ari kutiteera iwaya vanenge vachidawo kuti kuuya pamusoro, but isusu setimu yaprofesa hatityi ende ticharamba tiri pamusoro.
Fanira kuti kana tine game munhu paanenge akanganisa unotoudzawo munhu kuti unofanira kugadzisa pakadai, so in case kuti next game anenge aita seagadzirisa. Totofaitira totoendawo kumberi, tombonokwirawo ndege tombofambawo tomboonawo nyika dzakawanda.
On the spotlight this week, we catch up with a Herentals College superfan, Onismas Chirenga, popularly known as Boda. Fueled by a love for football and a flair for the dramatic, Boda jokes on the origins of his nickname and also highlights how his love story with the students started. Last year, Chirenga won Fan of the Year for his contribution to the Herentals family and also takes part in the team's social games, popularly known as Rivuta.
Zita rangu ini ndinonzi Onismas Chirenga, randozikana nawo nderekuti Boda. Zita rekuti Boda rakabva pakuita zvakawanda. Inini ndozikanwa ndichinzi ndine mushonga ende matimu mazhinji anotonditya, vakatondiona ndasvika ndoziva kuti Boda auya. chinhu chinondidraivha kuti ndisipakwe netimu yangu inyaya kuti timu yangu inondidadisa ende murungu wangu ndofarira kuti anofarira kutamba bhora ende akaonawo ndakakodzera kuti ndivewo ndiri pamafans of the year Herentals Football Club ende izvozvo ndozvitenda zvikuru.
And then team yenyu this season is performing very well. Zvese mu league nemuchibuku Super Cup as well. Chii chamanyanyofarira neperformance yeteam this year?
Chandafarira paperformance yeteam ndechekuti munhu wese zvinozvi ari kuda bhora, even wese apinda ari kupinda achigona bhora. Izvozvo ndo chinhu chandakatanga kuona kuti timu kwedu ndo chinhu chakatanga kuchinja kuti timu kwedu kuti timu yese iri kuda bhora ende zviri kutibatsira kuti magame yese tinge tichiwina. Wakona tadyiwa 1 but parinoteerera tina tichiwina.
Zvamuri kutarisira kubva kutimu this season?
Zvandikutarisira kubva kutimu this season ndikutarisira kuti gore rinori mukombe wechibuku uri kufanira kuuya kuHerentals because last time tatiri mufinal takadyirwa mufinal but this time tikutarisira kuti this time ndecheduwo chimuti because ezvinozvi ndiso timu iri pahit. Alright, chinondisipaka pakutamba zvuta chekutanga ndechekuti nenichitamba nemurungu wangu inini muridzi wetimu Mr. Benza ende inini ndotamba right back ende ndonakirwa naro bhora ende vakandito ini ndansiri munhu webhora but kwatondito nditambe bhora ndakutonakirwa nechinhu chinotonzi bhora. Munhu andoti ndakamakana naye kuzvuta musuwo anenge ari mawanika nditino ende anondisiya papace ende Tino are very dangerous ende kana kuprime wandomuziva kuti Tino haatomagiki.
And then one unoziva kuti hamuground uyu ndewangu.
Alright, one ndoziva kuti muground kana arimo ndiketa kana arimo haandoita zvandinoda.
This is the Herentals Football Show. Do join us again next week and thank you for watching.